Looking for financial insights you can trust?
How do you protect yourself as an investor? What's the strategy?
I think it's really simple. I think you just want to be diversified in your portfolio.
The Payne family brings real-world experience to every conversation.
Well, I think that's the problem right now is, right, a lot of people that are close to retirement, they're taking so much risks. And if we do get a big sell-off, it could derail their retirement.
Listen to the Pain Points of Wealth on the Red Apple Podcast Network.
Listen, all you New Yorkers. Taxi.
Okay, man, we're looking around.
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
Let's see. Let's go to Mike, line 3, New Jersey. Mike, what's on your mind?
Dominic, I think people are wound a little bit too tight. I thought the performance was good. He came out using his own name. He didn't call himself Bad Bunny tonight, so maybe it was like, oh, for a night I'm not Bad Bunny. And to the previous caller, don't get offended for other people. That's a liberal thing. Don't do that. All right, I wasn't offended. I didn't understand anything he was saying, but I didn't understand anything Kendrick Lamar said last year.
I thought Kendrick Lamar was the worst Super Bowl show ever.
They let him play a diss track at the Super Bowl to keep some hip-hop rivalry going. I thought the set tonight was beautiful. It was quick. We weren't waiting, 45 minutes for the second half to start. It was a quick little entertainment thing. I think we were all wound up on what it could have been, and it was none of that. I thought it was perfect. And you said you were expecting more out of it, but I think toning it down was the right thing to do. I think it was perfect.
When I say, Mike, I was expecting more. This man, Bad Bunny, is a mega star on the world stage. I expected to be wooed but I understand the NFL and Jay-Z probably got to him and say, hey, man, you better tone it down or this could greatly hurt your career. And he toned it down.
With all the hype and all the controversy leading up to the show, I think toning it down was perfect. I don't think, if you would have added a little more flash, a little more, pyrotechnics or something like that, I would have been okay with it, but I think it was perfect.
Right. So, Maria was bringing up Vieques and so on, and I didn't see any of that. I mean, now I don't know if that actually occurred and, the things that she was just saying, so I'm trying to.
Even if it did, I didn't understand it. So I wasn't going to get offended by that either. And, Puerto Rico's a part of the United States. They speak Spanish in Puerto Rico. I think it was. I don't find anything wrong if you're going to have a Puerto Rican artist at the Super Bowl. He's American, and he speaks Spanish. I don't see what the big problem with that is. I understand you have a mostly English speaking audience, but these people are part of our country. They speak Spanish. I don't see anything wrong with it.
Well, you made a good point there. I mean, and the positive is that he did expose us to the Puerto Rican culture. So if you happen to be Puerto Rican, you probably on cloud 9 tonight. Your culture was exposed to the world, and that's a good thing. I just wish that I could have understood what he was saying. Mike, thank you.
I think everybody was just looking to be offended because of the hype going into the show, and now they're trying to be offended afterwards. I don't know why. Why do you want to be offended? You should be happy that it was a nice little show that he did. I don't.
You know what? To your point, I was happy that he didn't try to offend us, and I was scared to death about what might happen. I didn't know if he was going to grind, directly to the camera and a sex act. I didn't know what might happen. But none of that occurred.
Maybe the lyrics of the song were offensive. I don't know. The previous caller thinks that, that it was offensive. Don't take my flag and I don't want to end up like Hawaii. I didn't understand it, so I'm not going to get offended by it. I'm not going to go look up the lyrics so that I can find a way to get offended by it. So, I don't know, Dominic. I think we made a big deal about it, and everybody's trying to find a way to be offended by it.
Well, he was professional. Hey, you know what, Mike? Thank you for the call. So I'm looking at my Twitter at my ex at Dominic TV, and Patty says, Dominic, you can translate his lyrics with AI. I translated his most popular song, Nothing Bad. Patty, you got a whole lot more patience than I do, because if you think I'm sitting down translating anybody, Matt Blaze, would you actually translate his lyrics, his songs tonight?
No, because it doesn't really matter. Like, who cares? I mean, it was on the Super Bowl, so how bad could it possibly be?
Right.
If it was on the Super Bowl.
Now, I am clear that I'm correct. They beeped him 2 or 3 times in the beginning, right? I think he said a curse word or something there.
I don't know. I didn't see that part.
Okay.
It's possible.
Okay.
But, look, when you're out there and you have to censor yourself, sometimes it's hard. And it might not have even been something that was that bad. Might have been something that they just didn't want on the air. You never really know what exactly it is that he said. I don't know. But so what? People, look, there's a lot of things we know that we're not supposed to say on the air that we say everybody says off the air. It's just the way it is. So that's the world that we live in.
Looking for financial insights you can trust?
How do you protect yourself as an investor? What's the strategy?
I think it's really simple. I think you just want to be diversified in your portfolio.
The Payne family brings real-world experience to every conversation.
Well, I think that's the problem right now is, right, a lot of people that are close to retirement, they're taking so much risks. And if we do get a big sell-off, it could derail their retirement.
Listen to the Pain Points of Wealth on the Red Apple Podcast Network.